Okay, today's strategy was Lesson 8, Session 2, Develop Strategies for Finding a Missing Addend. So today's problem was, at the fair, 39 students wait in line for a ride. Then some more join the line. Now there are 93 students in line. So what are we looking for? How many more students joined the line? Okay, so let's start at the beginning. What's important? 39 students wait in line. The next thing is then, that's a key word, then, that tells me I'm on to the next part of my equation. Some more students join the line. Now there are 93. So I always tell them go line equals line. Okay, we're going to fill this out. Let's start at the beginning of our story. At the fair, 39 students wait in line. Where does 39 go? I'm going to put it right here at the beginning. Then, so now we're on to our next part of our equation. Some more students join the line. How many more students? We don't know. That is what we're looking for. So we're going to do a question mark. Now there are 93 students in line. So that's our total. So we know that this is an addition problem because the number 93 is going to be bigger than 39. So we know to add these two numbers, it's going to come to 93. So we know it's going to be an addition because more join the line. So our strategies we learned tonight, and the ones I want you to work on your homework are, number 1, open number line. Okay, using the problem above. We start at this number right here, 39. Now these, remember, are our jumps. We don't know how many jumps we need to make, but this is our goal. So we're going to draw a line. We're going to start at 39, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to write in 93. Okay, now we're trying to determine how many jumps we need to make. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can do your tens first, or you can do your ones. I'll show you both ways. So if I start with my tens, I'm at 39, and I want to get as close to 93 without going over, okay? So 39, 49, 59, 69, 79, 89. Now if I did 10 more, that would be 99, and that's going over, so we're going to stop at 89. Okay, now we want to get to our nearest 10. A 10 is any number that ends in a 0. If I jump from 89 to 90, how many jumps is that? Just 1. Okay, now that I'm at my 10, it makes it a lot easier to go on, because then I know that I need to get it to 93, and that's 3 jumps. Now you're going to add up all your jumps, and you should get 54. Now another way to do it is, like I said, we can start at 39, and our goal is to get to 93. So I'm going to write in 93. That's my goal. Now they, like I said, they did their tens first. You can do your ones first. So I'm going to get to my next 10, which is 40. How many jumps was that? From 39 to 40, it's just 1. Okay, now that I'm at this, it makes it a lot easier now to jump tens. Now, I don't want to go over 93, so what is the 10 that comes right before 93? It's 90. So I need to get to 90, and I know 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 jumps right there. Okay, and then from 90 to 93 is 3, and I'm going to add up my jumps again. So 1, 50, and 3. So that is 54. So they can do it either way. They can jump their tens first. That means every number is going to end in a 9, right, for now. Or you can start with your ones, get to the nearest 10, and then jump your tens, and then any remaining ones. Okay, your next strategy for tonight is add up to the next 10, okay? So again, I want you to practice these two strategies. If number lines are confusing to them, try this one. Okay, we know we start at 39. Now this is what it would look like. So you would have 39, and I need to get to my nearest 10, which would be 40. Okay, so how many jumps do I need to make to get to 40? And they would say 1. Then I move my 40 down here. Okay, now I'm jumping my 10s. I know that I need to get to close to 93. So we start here, and then this is my goal. So I know that I need to get to 90, but I don't want to go over 93. Okay, so my 10 is 90. Okay, how many jumps? 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that would be 50 jumps. Okay, now I'm at 90, so I'm going to go here. I start at 90. I know that my goal is to get to 93. So how many jumps do I need to make? Oops, sorry. It is 3. Okay? Those are all your jumps. Then you're going to add up your jumps. 1 plus 50 plus 3 is 54. Okay? So that's this way. If this makes more sense to them, great. Have them practice that. Now, I kind of just wrote it. It's the same thing. I just wrote it to make you look. Because obviously, when they do this, they're not going to know these middle numbers. But you should be able to say, what's the next 10? And then write that number in there. And then they have to figure out that one. That's why the fluencies are important. Because that is what your fluencies usually look like. Okay? Now, if we turn the page, I want to show you the strategy also. It doesn't go over that strategy. But it will ask you on question number 1 to draw base 10 blocks for 18 in one color. So here's your question. Read that through. Fill out your line. Line equals 9. Now they're saying right here, the question mark is at the beginning. I don't like the question mark at the beginning. So I always like to change it to a fact family. So I will now say 18 plus question mark is 37. Have them change that equation to now where the missing addend is not at the beginning. Okay, so we're going to start with 18. You're going to draw 18. Now, we don't know how many, but we know we need to get to 37. Okay, so I've got 10, and we know we need 2 more. So over from here, we're going to go 9, 10. Okay, and then you're going to add. So if we're at 10, 20, that'll be 30, and then you're going to add 7, okay? If we add all those up, we've got 10, 20, this will be 30, and then we've got our 7, okay? Now, if you count this middle box, that means that was 19. So how many blocks did you draw? 19. I think this strategy is really hard. So I don't love this one. I love this a little bit more. So practice this one and the number line. The base 10 blocks I find is very, very confusing to kids. Use it on this problem, but I wouldn't use it on any of the others. On this last one, Cafe sells 48 smoothies. Some of the smoothies are small and the rest are large. Which equation could show how many of each size of smoothie the cafe could have sold? Choose all that apply. Okay, so we know it's going to total 48. So go through here and say, oh, okay, it's always going to equal 48. So does 47 plus 1 equal 48? Yep. Okay, does 30 plus 18 equal 48? And kind of go down, okay? And then on this one, Ava adds to the next 10. That would be that second strategy. You need to use that specific strategy to find that one, okay? So that's the strategies we learned today. Please make sure that they practice those on their homework tonight, so that will help them be more successful when it comes time to take that test. Thank you.